At bat, follow Orlando back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that one stayed too low apparently. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the fourth inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
So he sets him down swinging. Eric Hosmer sent packing for the second out of the inning. Lorenzo Cain is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. And the pitch. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Matt, he's one pitch away from striking out the side. Now that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets your runs, and then you go back and shut them down.
Now another 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Riding in once again, Mealpackage. First offering on its way. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
You can't help but feel good about yourself when you make a hitter look like that. That swing was heinous.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
A swing and a miss and a ball down.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch, clearly looking for a fastball.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another 1-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out.
Leading off for Temple.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Orlando's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Leading off for Temple.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Frazier.
Hamels is ready. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
From the stretch. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And The third baseman, Mike
Leading off
Moustakas,
for
now
Kansas
comes
City,
into this at
third
bat 0
baseman,
for
number
1 in
8.
the ball game.
Mike
In there
Moustakas.
at the knees, strike 1.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Gordon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at bat. It's 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
And the Royals are in the hit column. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, it took a little while. We're in the 5th inning, but they
Up
came
next
up with
for
the
the
first
Royals,
hit. You got to get
catcher,
something starting eventually.
Salvador
Not bad
Perez.
time to start.
Salvador Perez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
Patrick fields it cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Raul Mondesi. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Matt, here we are in the 5th inning, and he swings at a ball out of the zone. It's indicative of how they're playing right now. He's taking advantage of their aggressiveness, and that's why there's a shutout going.
And that drops in front of Damon, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, that's a big hit right there. With 2 outs, you just try to be
The batter,
simple.
number 2,
Put the ball in play,
shortstop,
get a base hit, and drive the run in, and that's what he did right
Escobar.
there.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Royals settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tempe is on top here, 3-1.
Leading off for the
Digging in to
Broncos,
try it again,
Catcher.
Madison Bumgarner. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Check to swing there and pops this one up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Set to deliver on 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. 1 away.
Leading off for Temple.
Digging in and looking for more, Johnny Damon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he pops him up back behind second base. There to take it is Escobar, 2 away now.
Leading off for Tempe, the shortstop, D. Gordon.
Ready for another shot now, D. Gordon. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Moustakas is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. Ready for another chance? Jason Hamill. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw. I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well. And it's a big reason why he's had success. Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
The windup and the 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he misses there, 1-2.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything. I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Lays off, 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
First baseman number 35.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Anthony Rizzo will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the 3rd one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here. They'll appeal it down to 3rd. No swing, says Woody Keller. It's ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 1-2. Here it comes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Perez corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Rizzo is retired, and there's 1 away.
Off for Tempe. Right fielder.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now the pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Leading off for Tempe.
So a tremendous
Second
diving
baseman.
catch there, and our show track technology
Mealpackage.
demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see. He wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Into the box now, Mealpackage. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now. Chopped foul wide of first. Hamill has his target. Here comes the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Perez has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Ready once again, Lorenzo Cain. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's not great what he's been doing, but he's over 60% of the time. First pitch is going to be a strike. That's a nice little nugget to have if you're the starting pitcher.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. The tag there from Gordon, and they got him at second base. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
In is Batista, but this gets down, a base hit. And the 2-out hit extends the inning for Salvador Perez. Now in the box, Salvador Perez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 count. Here it is. And he just misses with a curveball.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Outside, 3-0 now.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup. A swing and a miss.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
And he misses 2-1.
That's a
3-1 now.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Batter number 2, shortstop.
Striding in once again, Alcides Escobar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, Does he love his fastball enough?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as the left-hander starts to throw.
Peter Moylan. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot, number 24, Christian Colon.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. It's a solo home run for Evan Gattis as they take the lead 4-3.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Leading off for Temple, third baseman.
Into the box, Todd Frazier. Fouled back.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
Hit to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Left fielder.
Digging in once again, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Orlando racing back to the track. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Leading off for Temple.
Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Adam Lind will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Adam Lind.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Trevor Gott has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping up now, Christian Colon. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Drilled down the line. Frazier is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And that was a no doubles defense in action right there, and it paid off big time. That ball was scorched, but the third baseman was guarding the line more than usual to prevent an extra base hit, and it ended up being pretty much right at him. That's good stuff.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Squared that one up just a little late. Again, a 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Up and in for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Griffey waits on it. And that ends the inning. So no run. Matt Strahm is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Striding in, Johnny Damon. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The shortstop.
Digging in to try it again. D. Gordon. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Perez recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Now that's actually a pretty good pitch right there. I know he swung through the fastball and he's got some power, but the location is what I like. It was up away just enough and tempting enough for him to swing at. That's a great check swing. It's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up though. Strong hands.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up. Tempe leads this one 4-3. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway.
Your attention, please. Now
so
pitching.
A move to the bullpen here in the 9th as they'll hand the ball off to Koji Uehara to see if he can finish this one off. Ready for another shot now. Lorenzo Cain. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Bautista is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The
third baseman Mike Moustakas now. Last time through was a base hit. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a stone cold take right there. Easily could have been rung up instead.
Ball 2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Gordon.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Salvador Perez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Patrick is there, and the throw to first will take care of him as the tying run will be left stranded at second base. This ball game is over.
Yeah, and it's anybody's guess what will happen when 2 teams clash in Diamond Dynasty. So we get a 1-run contest here, offering just about everything you want in a game of baseball.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For Kansas City, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Madison Bumgarner. Credit to say to Koji Uehara. The loss goes to Peter Moylan. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Ready now, Chip Shaw. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. Our home nine. As they begin play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball 1-1.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Hey, keep it going.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, this is what they didn't do yesterday. Execute with runners in scoring position. So now you got a chance. Here it is already in this ball game. You got a guy sitting there in scoring position. Drive him in, execute, and you jump away from yesterday's loss.
Diaz is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chip Shaw. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Shaw
sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Get yours right here, huh? Drive it up there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Down the first baseline. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in once again, Chip Shaw. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Shaw.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped high in the air. Solano is there for it. And that's the third out. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Digging in and looking for more, Scott Hinson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 0-1 on its way. Swinging a looper to left. Shaw moving in. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, this is how rallies start. You get one man on, then you get the base hit. Look, it's still early. I know they're down by a lot, but, man, this is how little things add up. They need to score this inning, and then from there continue to add on.
Shaw.
Chip Shaw is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Donovan Solano. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there, base hit.
They've left a lot of men on base. They've had plenty of opportunities. And here's another one. After a base hit.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Shaw is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Andres Diaz. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Andres Diaz.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Shaw going back on it. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3. Ready for another shot now. Chip Shaw.
Chip Shaw.
Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, come on, man. 8th inning. He was getting me nervous. This looked like this might be his last at bat and his last opportunity.
Smith.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Ready once again, Chip Shaw. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning.
1-0.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major. Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings. In now, Chip Shaw. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the.
0-1's the count.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
This is pulled into right. Valentin will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Stepping in, Scott Hinson, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. 2 out, nobody on. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Shaw. And the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Ready for another chance? Chip Shaw. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Rex Snyder fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping into the box, William Calvert is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Digging in the switch hitter, Chip Shaw. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Valentin sprinting after it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Coming to the plate now, Chip Shaw.
Chip Shaw.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0.
Boy, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitch he definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt.
That misses 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Grab that pitch, huh? Here you go.
2-0 count and the pitch. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
Diaz moving to his left, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Now to the plate, Rob Refsnyder comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The 0-2 delivery. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Shaw on the move. He can't make the play as it hops. Settling in now, Chip Shaw. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First pitch on its way. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the runner from second is in to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Now batting.
Standing in, Damian Matthews.
First baseman number 5. Damian
Here's
Matthews.
the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Diaz on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs. Stepping into the box, Mason Williams. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Mason.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Shaw has it in his tracks. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game. The game's future stars are on display as minor. Stepping up to the plate, Chip Shaw. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. Harold Reynolds, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Matt, this has been one of those up-and-down teams. They lost the last game, putting them at 500. Everybody wants to play above 500 baseball. Maybe they'll be motivated by that alone.
Here's Seth Smith now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Seth Smith.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Digging in, Scott Hinson. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
Hinson.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Shaw giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Striding in, Donovan Solano. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play.
Solano.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Shaw is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's a run on. So stepping in, Chip Shaw.
Chip Shaw.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Williams is in pursuit. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Now in the box, Tyler Austin. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Shaw has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now batting, Chip Shaw, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a hot shot toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Ricky Valentin. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Fielder, Ricky Valentin.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Kent ranging into the outfield. 1 out. Now at the plate, Roger McGreal. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, Roger McGreal.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. At the plate, Chip Shaw, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls,
but not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied. Into the box, Tyler Austin. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 1-2, here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Shaw going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and a relay home. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. So striding in, William Calvert. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Goes down to get the off-speed pitch here as this is sent in the air out to left. It's got some carry to it. And that ball is gone. A home run.
wow, talk about a guy getting...
Coming to the plate now, Chip Shaw. Now here it comes. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. McGreal ranging back. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
If you need any proof that the baseball gods are fickle, this is the inning. Before, it looked like they might be in trouble, but now they're all tied up, and the other side is...
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Chip Shaw. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. And he lays off there 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Now a swing and a chopper. Foul right at home plate.
Up and drive it, huh?
Again, a 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man... A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today we wrap up this four-game weekend series between the Washington Nationals and the San Francisco Giants. Posey and Harper lead their teams to battle. Next, fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. And now a pitch on the way. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Batting second.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, you ever talk about a much-needed base hit? That's it right there. He's been struggling all year. That was much needed. Put a smile on his face.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 34.
Bryce Harper comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, race that ground ball right here.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But, hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And another foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the runner moving here on that 3-2 pitch. With only one out, but this guy at the plate swings the bat really well. So it's likely he'll put the ball in play if it's a pitch worth swinging at.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row? That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Another payoff pitch. There he goes. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. So digging in now, Jason Ward comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s.
You know what? That ball's right down the middle. I think he was taking first pitch, just really trying to measure it.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. Espinoza is on his way home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, with 2 away, the man on first, he was moving on contact, and he got a great jump and comes all the way around to score on that double. Always nice to snag the early lead, and they've done it here.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Now a swing from Zimmerman as this one's on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pence has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Into the box now, Stephen Drew. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
I tried to get Drew to go after that one, but it's back to 2-2. Pitch on the way. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. In now, Henry Hashimoto. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses 1-1.
Here we go now. Let's go.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. This one's down to third. Duffy fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in, Joe Ross. 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher, number 41.
Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. In now is Anthony Rendon. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Anthony.
And he lays off there. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Here it comes. 1-0. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is gonna clear the wall. A home run.
The batter, number 8.
Into the box now.
Shortstop.
Danny Espinosa standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken 1 swing.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Danny Espinosa is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Bryce Harper is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Here's Jason Worth. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And he will get a force out on the play. Oh, talk about. Now batting, Bryant Patrick.
Batting 9th. Pitcher, Bryant Patrick.
He's set and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, be patient, get your pitch, huh?
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner stepping in and ready for another shot. Ryan Zimmerman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Zimmerman.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
You got no one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
Here we go, guys.
Ready on 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
To the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, we've watched him dip below 230 in this cold streak. We start off season okay. That single right there, maybe that turns him around and gets him going in the right direction.
Wilson Ramos is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out to right field. Moving over is Pence, and he's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in for his second at-bat, Stephen Drew comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And this will be fouled away. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
We got one here.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Coming on is Pagan. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in to try it again. Henry Hashimoto. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now.
2 outs here.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2.
Oh, he might have got away with one. Fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Span is there, and he'll put it away to retire. Ready for another chance? Bryant Patrick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Patrick.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, he's pitching poorly in this game. If he goes back and looks at the numbers, he'll see one that stands out. It stood out to me. Less than 40% first pitch strikes. When you do that, you're going to struggle.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there. Square it up.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats foul.
Come on, baby, square it up.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. The 2-2 one more time. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Joe Ross will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Well, that's how the game's played sometimes. You help yourself out. He's not throwing real well right now, so maybe this is going to earn him an opportunity to go back out there and stay longer in the game, maybe get it together on the mound as well.
Anthony Rendon is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And here's a ball hit in the air. Tomlinson backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in once again, Danny Espinoza. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Way out in front.
1 down, 1 down.
That misses. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Here's Bryce Harper now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Bryce Harper.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Hey now.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate.
You got it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
He's pitching him with the respect. Going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. Rich Hill takes over to start the 6th. 5-2 the final today. Bryant Patrick earned his 9th win of the year.